I'm working remotely in Manila this week and I have made no plans, no reservations on where to eat. This is so unlike me, probably because I was just here not too long ago. And this time around, I just wanted to go with the flow. I'm only here for a few days. I arrived Saturday night, and of course, I already went to Jollibee, Dunkin' Donuts, and yesterday, today is a Monday. Yesterday, I also had dinner at this place called La Spazia. That was not nice, not gonna lie. I believe it's a new Italian place and most of the things were sold out and I did not like the carbonara. It's very rare that I do not like a carbonara. Anyway, the serving was also pretty small, which is surprising for the Philippines and an Italian place. But anyway, I am here for a debut, we call it in the Philippines, but it is basically a debutante ball, which is an 18th birthday, which is massive here in the Philippines for the ladies. Come eat with me without a plan, and if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments as well. These things are my favorite when I travel, like the freebie trial bottles, because it's the perfect size. I know it's not your consistent scent, but it's handy. I'm in Goto Tendon and there's music playing. Hopefully the copyright won't pick it up, and I'm putting my mic very close to my mouth so that it doesn't pick it up. I went here because this place is 24 hours and literally a 1 minute or 2 minute walk from the Airbnb I am staying at. There's a lot of 24/7 places around BGC because a lot of the offices here are BPO or call centers, which obviously have weird hours, late hours, so they cater for those people. I'm working Aussie hours, and Australia is currently 3 hours ahead of the Philippines, and there's not a lot of places that are open early enough. Most of the breakfast places either 8:30, 7, or if they are 24 hours. I've got some chicharron to put over it, but I cannot cut it. I'm just gonna buy it. Oh my god, what the heck? Yay! Calamansi. Here we go, we have our food. Garlic, quail egg instead of chicken egg, love that. There's the tendon. Some beef. Yeah, it looks pretty hot. Basically, thick soup rice dish that is very similar to congee, but I'd say more depth in the flavor. Lots of garlic as well. And tendon is the collagen, which I live in Australia. It's not readily available. It's typically eaten by dogs, but we don't waste any tendon here. And I think they might actually be good for your skin. It's really nice and really soft. People are missing out. I can't remember how much it was, and I was looking up online, and the prices are different, definitely, from what I remember seeing. I just couldn't remember the exact price. It was just over 200, under 250. Maybe the BGC pricing is different from other stores, but I got the small one. They have a small and a regular, and as you can see, the small one is definitely enough because it's whole rice and it's definitely filling. Crunchiness of the chicharron, this is fresh. I haven't even had the egg yet. And the tripe, there's also tripe, by the way. I can just see that right now. Oh my god, let's have it. Okay, so I was right. It was $208 and with, pesos, and then with all the their fees, like a service charge, I think they had, it was 217 pesos for that one small bowl, which was so good. Hit the mark. We're off to a good start, I think. I am walking to lunch now. It is quite early-ish, 11:30 in the morning. I am going to have some ramen. Mendokoro Ramenba. I'm really hoping that it's not as busy given that it's a Monday and it's also still 11:30. I have been telling everyone how it hasn't been that hot
which is great. But definitely the Manila heat is ready to show. Mitsukoshi Mall is a Japanese shopping center or a mall here in Uptown, relatively new. And the Mendokoro Ramenba is at the back corner, so you don't have to go in. If you are not driving in, you can just walk where I am currently walking. It'll take you all the way at the back, and that's where it should be.
Look how thick that broth is. Oh my god, I got the tantan man and there was no queue. But you would have seen the seats, the benches outside. That is usually for people queuing up to get in. This is so thick and creamy, amazing. So I got the tantan man, which is one of my favorite ramen. It's a spicy one, and I already got my shirt. Terrible idea. How much did I pay for it? So I paid 550 pesos for it. And then I added a tamago, which is the egg, for 80 pesos. So that's a total of 630. And then the service charge adds up to 686 and 25 cents. I'm gonna guess that that is a bit more expensive compared to like the food courts around. And I think there's a good one in the Mitsukoshi Mall, given it's a Japanese shopping center. And then in Uptown Mall again, I think there's a ramen joint there as well. But this place, so good, so good. Their tantan man is actually not that spicy, but it looks very spicy because of all the oil. They also have an option to get chicken meat, but I opted for the OG pork mix. Service has been pretty good too. Watch out though, they do not have spoon and fork. They only have chopsticks, soup spoon obviously, and training chopsticks, which they warn you once you order.
That was a quick lunch. My receipt was printed at 11:26. No, 11:36. I was out of there 11:56. So 26 minutes is the total time I was there for. I am gonna go inside Mitsukoshi Mall and grab myself a matcha. There's a matcha cafe there. I'm too full to get a drink, but I really love the quality of their matcha, so I'm gonna bring some home to Sydney. Matcha acquired. It's dinner time, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm actually missing cooking and the routine. It's only been 48 hours or so, maybe not even, and I just already getting overwhelmed by eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna cook the whole week because I'm just not used to this kitchen. I don't know where the pots and pans, and it's just going to be too messy, and it's easier to just eat out. But I think I'm just getting lazy, and because I didn't plan anything, I'm just by myself, I'm not motivated to leave the apartment. Plus it's so busy at work at the moment. We're gonna go to Uptown Mall and have some fish and chips. We are going to Fish and Co. This one is a bit more of a nostalgic choice, and I think a lot of the places that I'm going to eat at are going to be quite affordable relatively. BGC is known to be quite expensive. At the end of this video, I'm going to talk about prices in general and the cost of eating out here. Because I'm by myself, I'm not going to be having too many or any at all fancy pants restaurant. I am just going for casual dining, quick eats. This place really comes alive at night. It is a very hot country, as you know, Philippines, so it makes sense that people only tend to come out after sunset. And also obviously there's a lot of people that are working in this area, and I'm looking down because I'm stepping through grass, working, so it's after hours now, so everyone's out and about. I'm kind of glad that I actually went out instead of ordering in because I was getting a bit lazy. It's good to see some people and stuff happening. We are walking to Uptown Mall. Be careful when you walk around BGC because they actually do not respect the pedestrian. So even if there's a pedestrian crossing and you're crossing and you think you're gonna be safe, no, because drivers will still try to run you over. I mean, kind of, but I'm still alive. But just be mindful. It's not, make sure you look left and right because you don't know if a motorbike or a car, any vehicle will pop through when you think you'll be fine because you have the right of way. I thought I'd stop because this restaurant behind me called Mamu Eats, they're in a few locations around Makati and BGC. They're very popular for their steak, T-bone steak, and the truffle pasta. The truffle pasta is nice. I've actually copied it as well. So if you want a recipe, link to the recipe, let me know in the comments. But I find their steak is too expensive. I think steak in general here in the Philippines is so expensive because they're all imported and obviously coming from Australia. I feel like I'm being ripped off, but thought I'd share that this one is really popular and you might want to check it out.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh,
there are literally hundreds of options here at Uptown Mall and you will be spoiled for choice.
Simple place, but we are here at Fish and Co. It's the one that I have been talking to you guys about. There's again music playing in the background, so I might not record here too much. Quickly, I got the clam chowder and also their fish and chips. They have two sizes, half size or full size. I got a half size since I got a chowder as well. And you have the option to get the halibut as well, which is, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a bit more premium fish, but I just got the original. There's not a lot of clams in this one, I think, but not even one. I've had some pieces. They've definitely been cut up, but I think this was like 280 or 200 something pesos, so I was expecting it to be small, which is good, but barely any clams. I think in total it's like a half. This is when I really love the Philippines, when they have all these tiny servings, because really it's all I need.
I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
Okay, the only thing I don't like, and I'll be quick because of the music in the background, and I'm putting the mic very close again to my mouth, it's the white sauce, I think, which is a tartar sauce. Quite garlicky, which is fine, but it's quite sweet. It's a bit of a definitely added sugar in there, or honey, that it should not be sweet. But other than that, amazing.
I'm about to have one of the best mangoes in the world. I got some from Landmark, which is just the marketplace, which is the grocery store near where I'm staying at, which is in Uptown. It was only 238.50 for 3 of them, which is obviously, if I'm comparing it to prices in Australia, and it is way better. It is really, genuinely, I mean, Filipino mangoes are the best that I have had in my life. In fact, it actually has the Guinness World Record or something as the sweetest mango. Imagine that. This will be my breakfast because I am finding it really hard to try to get out in the morning when I am starting work at 6 a.m., which is 9 a.m. Australia time. For the rest of the week, I basically have meetings quite early in the morning, so there's really no time to get out. So we are gonna have the best mangoes.
I've been on back-to-back meetings since 6 a.m. my time. It is now almost noon. I did have an hour break, a shower, mango for breakfast, and I've been snacking on popcorn. It's not enough. So we're gonna grab lunch. We're gonna go somewhere really close. We're going back to Goto Tendon, and this time we're gonna get beef patties. Oh my God, I have to tell you about beef patties. Beef patties is one would probably classify as street food here in the Philippines. And this was a childhood favorite of mine. So very nostalgic yet again. And the way they do it at Goto Tendon is, of course, they have tendon, but it is made stewed for hours. So it's soft. It's got star anise, some sort of something that makes it sweet, and usually served with garlic fried rice. That was so quick. It's really very close to my... Oh my god, it's full. Wow, it is lunchtime. Definitely busier than breakfast. I am pale as heck. What the heck? I got quite lucky because I'm by myself, so I got seated straight away. There's a big group of 12 waiting outside, but it's so busy. Like, this is not what I was. That I'm used to. Every time I've been here, it's for dinner and it's quite late dinner or breakfast, and it's always quiet. Now they have a massive queue outside, and they serve my food straight away, but they got it wrong. So I ordered the sizzling beef tendon, not to be mistaken with just a regular beef tendon. So this one comes in a sizzling plate.
Baby, if you want me to be with you, all you gotta do is take me to your heart, to your heart.
That was quick and just what I needed. It was 269 or 270 pesos, and then I tipped 20 pesos. Tell me if that's too small or not in the comments, but I think it should be okay. It's like 10%, isn't it? Weather is so nice. It's windy, so the heat is not so strong. I am walking back straight. Gonna do a little bit more work because it's quite busy at the moment, but that lunch definitely hit the spot. And again, small serving, so it wasn't too feeling, but it is rice, so it fills you up pretty good. This wind. All right, I'm gonna see you for dinner. I'm not sure if I am liking this no plans situation, but here we are.
With the increase of Japanese migrants in Manila, there are now so many new Japanese places, and I am checking out one that is gaining traction at the moment. We're at Yoshi, which is very new. There was a queue, but it wasn't too bad because I got there relatively early. It is very clean and new. The whole experience is a bit of a novelty. It's bar dining, cook it yourself, but the staff were all very helpful and it was such a good service. I paid 990 pesos with cheese and calamansi juice, and that comes with unlimited rice as well. They sold out a Wagyu, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's their opening week, I believe, and they were also only taking cash that night. So this is how it works. First, you queue, you order, and then you also pay before you are sat down. You are then going to be briefed by a staff with the instructions, and you'll be served with the pickled cabbage. You get your egg and you mix it up and pour that over your rice. Some people don't want to do that, especially if they're pregnant perhaps. And then you set up your sauce. And then they serve the demi-glaze sauce with black pepper and then the patties as well. I got the 2 beef tongue and a regular, which are about 90 grams each.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me.
I don't think I've ever visited Manila without visiting Mary Grace. Ordering almost the same thing every time. This time, I made sure to at least get something different.
Can you feel me? No, can you handle it? Right, do you want it?
I got the Spanish sardines and olives pasta and mango bene. I couldn't resist a mango dessert because Philippines have the best mangoes in the world, at least that I have tried. However, if it's your first time here, get the hot chocolate and the ensaymada and make sure you ask for it to be grilled, and you will thank me later. I promise you. You'll be hard pressed not to find a Mary Grace near you. They are literally everywhere. Locally joked as the official hangout spot for aunties like me.
Oh my god, That was a lot of food and a lot of walking. For the finale, I went to Locavore, not to be mistaken by the Locavore or Locavore in Bali. It's a Filipino restaurant that does things with a twist. It's quite a casual place and it's in Forbes area, so quite the opposite of where Uptown is. So it's about a 16 to 20 minute walk from where I am staying. They are actually one of my favorite restaurants here in the Philippines. Well, I do have a favorite dish or two from there, but I haven't been in a while because they are not as accessible as Manam. And speaking of, my favorite dish is the sizzling sinigang, apparently the best sinigang in the world. I could argue definitely one of, so I got that one, and it's very filling, and some rice and a tamarind juice. Tamarind juice, way too sweet. Most things in the Philippines are, so that was no good. But the sinigang, mwah, so amazing. It's beef ribs. That's really the key to sinigang. My favorite sinigang that I make is beef ribs, and they do use the same beef ribs. And it is, instead of a soupy dish, they have it on a sizzling plate, tamarind emulsified, and creates that gravy, creamy gravy. It used to be very busy, but not anymore. I was in and out very easily. But let's talk about the cost of food here in BGC. The cheapest that you will probably find would be the fast food, or if you go to the food stalls in and around or at the outskirts of BGC. But it's got quite a variety from casual places to mid-range to really high-end dining. You will be spoiled for choice over here, but you do have to spend a fair bit. But again, I'm a tourist, even if I am a local. And if you are a tourist earning currency that is stronger than peso, you'll still find it very affordable. And you always tip. Well, okay, let me take that back. It is not required. It's not like the US where you always have to tip. There is already a service charge, so it's obviously discretionary if you tip, but most people do. Nothing much, like it could vary from 20 to 100 pesos depending on how much the bill is. I tend to tip bigger when I first get in the country, and then it gets smaller and smaller towards the end of the trip. But in all seriousness, I think I'm finding I kind of just match the service charge or go a bit lower. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch more of my Filipino food vlogs here. See you next time. Bye!